Do this for me. Place your hand over your heart and keep it there for a moment.
Please stay tuned for an important message.
Hello, everyone, and happy 2016. I'm Jomama Jones, and this is going to be our Sweet 16 year. So I've asked you to place your hand on your heart. Do you feel it in there? Beating? Moving? I hope you do. I'm going to ask myself, and I'm going to ask you in 2016, to be like our hearts and move. It has become clear that we are ready, willing, and able to critique and to complain. Critiquing and complaining are both attempts to control our experience. A list of words that begin with C. And so if you greet each new day, each new person, and you attempt to control them, you never actually get to experience the fullness of who they are and what the experiences that lie before you can offer you. We are indisputably in a time of great crisis in our world. While the pressures and conflicts may not be new, it seems as though they've reached a boiling point. It's far easier for me to complain about the circumstances in the world and to critique the behavior of others than it is for me to feel the impact of those things fully, to feel my fear, to feel my disappointment, to feel my rage, to feel my uncertainty. And that is what lies underneath complaint and critique. I can't actually, ultimately, control any of it. I'm reminded of a story my grandmother told me about when she was a little girl. Her father was hitching up the horse to the buggy, and her baby sister was crawling around outside on the farm. Now, in those days, one got along by horse and buggy, and the buggies were not lightweight, shall we say. They were several hundred pounds with big steel wheels. Her father proceeded to get the horse to giddy up, move along toward town. And unbeknownst to him, the baby had crawled underneath the wagon and was precipitously close to one of the wheels. My grandmother recalled a moment of abject fear and powerlessness as she saw the buggy begin to move toward her baby sister. But just then, out of the corner of her eye, my grandmother spied her mother running with almost superhuman speed toward the buggy, and with one swift motion, she lifted it up as it rolled forward, safely over the head of her baby. Now, my grandmother was quite the pragmatist and not one given to tall tales. But that story became legend in my family and an example of something quite important for our journey in 2016. The moments we feel most afraid, the moments we feel most powerless, are not the ends of the stories we're in. The truth is, as old structures come undone, as old ways of being stop working, and as our experience of who we are changes radically, it brings up no small measure of uncertainty. We see the ways in which those people who have formerly held power, those people who have gained a sense of agency and purpose, from maintaining what they believe to be a dominant position over others in the world, their time is done. It goes without saying that this process is anything but gentle. We bear witness to the most horrific violence unleashed in service of the maintenance of these old structures. But the end is now. And so, my dear friends, my recipe for 2016 has few ingredients. The first, stop complaining and stop critiquing as a mask for the feelings that you're not willing to feel for yourself. 2, be willing to feel all of your feelings. 3, place your hand on your heart. Feel the motion within you and begin to move into the world in the service of the things that you want to see. 4. When you encounter fear, when you encounter a sense of powerlessness, remember, it's not the end of the story. We're going to need all of our imaginations activated. See yourself as brave. See yourself as loving. See all of us in the unknown beauty of what will come next. Act with courage. Courage, coming from the root word for heart. Place your hand on your heart. Feel it moving within you. I'd say that's a recipe for a very sweet 16 indeed. So come on, move with me in 2016. As your heart beats out that rhythm, get out into the street. Get out into this world. Jomama loves you. Happy New Year.